Why play Gnar Top? Well, here's a ranged top laner. He has great mobility, he brings a massive amount of CC as Mega Gnar, and also Mega Gnar is a team fighting beast. However, it can take some time to learn to control his rage, and he is squishy as Mini Gnar, especially against dashy champs. Gnar's passive is his rage, which he gains when dealing damage or taking damage, and loses when he's out of combat. At maximum rage, when using an ability, or after 4 seconds, he transforms into Mega Gnar, who has increased health, armor, magic resist, and attack damage. Gnar's Q is a straight line skill shot which throws out a boomerang, dealing damage to enemies hit and slowing them. After hitting max range or an enemy, the boomerang then flies back to Gnar, and he can catch it to massively reduce its cooldown. Mega Gnar's Q is a straight line skill shot which stops when hitting an enemy, dealing damage around them and slowing them. It then leaves a boulder in the place which Gnar can pick up to massively reduce the cooldown. Gnar's W is just a passive, where his attacks and abilities apply a stack on hit. When applying the third stack, all are consumed to deal bonus damage and grant Gnar a chunk of move speed, and he gains this move speed when exiting Mega Form too. In Mega Form, it's a rectangular skill shot which deals damage to and stuns all enemies hit. Gnar's E causes him to leap in a direction and gain bonus attack speed. If he leaped onto a unit, he then leaps again, and if it's an enemy, he deals damage to them and slows them. And if used to transform and he jumps on someone, the second part becomes Mega Gnar's E. And Mega Gnar's E deals damage in a circle around him, slowing enemies, and after a short delay, it sends out a shockwave, dealing damage and slowing again. Mini Gnar's ultimate is just a passive which grants him increased movement speed on his W. Mega Gnar's ultimate hits in a massive circle around him, throwing enemies in a direction, dealing damage to them and slowing them. And if they're thrown into terrain, they take more damage and are stunned. For combos, as Mini Gnar, attack twice into Q, making sure to catch it. From here, attack away using E to chase down as needed. And your team fighting combo is to attack and Q away until your rage is full. Then use E to jump in into an attack, Q, W, and ult before attacking away. For matchups, Gnar is great into melee top laners with no dash, easily bullying them. However, he can struggle into champions with easy gap closers. For runes, take this. Fleet allows you to kite easily. For build order, start Blade and Pot into a Triforce and tier 2 boots. After this, a Black Cleaver and Starax are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these. For skill order, start Q then W then E before maxing Q then W then E, taking ult whenever you can. And for summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game, as Mini Gnar, you're relying on your range to farm easily and poke and harass. Between your Q slowing, your W speeding you up, and your E jumping you away, you have the full toolkit to be incredibly annoying. So just keep harassing and farming hard. When you're near Mega, you can take great trades with access to tons of abilities. And it's even better if you allow yourself to get slightly pushed in when you can, as this allows you the entire lane to run them down. Enter in the mid game, take your tower as soon as possible, then push out the wave and group up. You're a beast in a team fight, so you want to be with your team. Entering late game team fights, you want to play as the backline champion, spamming away with attacks and Qs until you can turn Mega. At this point, you want to engage into the enemy team. Use your double jump to become Mega, easily getting on their backlines before stunning and smashing everyone with tons of AoE damage. Throwing multiple enemies into terrain, then stunning them and using Q after just wins a lot of fights.